Hey everybody, Dark Force 213 here. With Pokemon Scarlet and Violet on the horizon, I wanted to talk about my last team from the Generation 8 VGC era. It's a team for the Spikemuth Cup format, featuring Entei, Suicune, Raikou, Rillaboom, Naganadel, and Alolan Ninetales. It's a really fun team. I went 4-0 in official matches with the team, and I really enjoyed playing with it. Hopefully I can give you some insight into the team with this video. The idea for the team came off of the back of the 3 Pokemon core I had been running for most of Spikemuth: Tapu Fini, Incineroar, and Rillaboom. It's a very solid core, but I realized that I needed to change things up if I wanted to improve. I first thought about swapping Tapu Fini with Suicune, then I thought about swapping Incineroar with Entei, then I thought, why not just run all 3 legendary beasts? This is a terrible idea, but at least I can give them all inner focus and ignore Fake Out and Intimidate. Turns out it's actually really good. The biggest problem was actually figuring out how to run each Pokemon, since legendary beasts are also versatile. Entei was the easiest set to come up with. Sacred Fire plus Extreme Speed Attacker was just too obvious. I originally went with Assault Vest, but having access to Protect proved incredibly valuable, and Safety Goggles was a very good item in a few matches. For Suicune, I was really interested in running a bulky Tailwind set. I think bulky Tailwind in Spikemuth is a lot better compared to formats with Dynamax. Scald and Snarl also allowed Suicune to get in solid chip damage and slow down my opponent's damage output. The EV investment in defense allowed it to take a Grassy Glide from Miracle Seed Rillaboom, which was really nice. Raikou was the hardest Pokemon to figure out. It has a very deep move pool, featuring great offensive coverage and supportive moves. I ultimately decided to go with a supportive set with Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave, Eerie Impulse, and Protect. This actually proved insanely effective. There were way too many games where I was able to spread paralysis across my opponent's entire team and force paralysis hacks. Eerie Impulse was great for shutting down special attackers, and Raikou's high speed stat allowed it to do both very easily. The special attack investment was to OHKO Rapid Strike Urshifu and 2-hit KO Tapu Fini. With the legendary beasts forming more of a defensive core, I wanted more damage out of the rest of the team, and what better source of damage than Life Orb Naganadel? This set was built to click Draco Meteor and watch things drop. The EVs gave it a special attack boost off of Beast Boost, while still making it faster than base 110, which was huge. It allowed Naganadel to fire off multiple threatening Draco Meteors before switching out, while still being faster than the Lottie Twins, Alolan Ninetales, and Kartana. At this point, I had noticed I had 3 ground weaknesses with no resistances, so I knew I needed coverage for it. Alolan Ninetales was the obvious answer. It's a Pokemon I originally ran back in 2018 on one of my first successful VGC teams, and I ran the exact same set now as back then. Focus Sash with Blizzard, Moonblast, Aurora Veil, and Protect. The combination of Aurora Veil and Blizzard spam was so good for the team, assisting its defenses and killing all of the Landorus with absolute impunity. I've saved Rillaboom for last because it helps to explain the development of the team. I originally had Buzzwole on the team, but in testing it wasn't working out that great. I found that the team often needed at least one turn to get going. If I could use that first turn to set up Tailwind or Aurora Veil, start spreading paralysis, or take a big knockout, I was in a great position. The teams I struggled against most with Buzzwole were the teams that could come out and hit me fast and hard, such as rain teams and attackers paired with Regieleki. Rillaboom's Fake Out and Grassy Glide gave me a way to force the opponent to play more defensively and open up those turns to set up, while still offering the valuable ground resist that Buzzwole would have. While we're talking about Pokemon, you may have noticed that I have Porygon 2 on my team for the first match I'm showing in the background footage. This is because I was concerned with the Trick Room matchup, and Porygon 2 could reverse Trick Room and still use Eerie Impulse like Raikou. I tried it out for a few matches, but ultimately decided that Raikou was better, especially given that I wasn't running into the Trick Room teams that often. Still, shout out to Porygon 2 for being a small part of the team. So how does the team work? As I mentioned earlier, the team works best when it can use the first turn to get up some support, using Rillaboom or raw damage to help guarantee that turn. Beyond that, the team is meant to be as versatile as possible, with great coverage options, plenty of ways to play defensively, and Suicune and Raikou for speed control. It's best to know when to play it safe and when to go for damage. The team is capable of doing both well, and its versatility allows it to win games in a number of ways. This team played an important role in my Pokemon VGC journey. While I was using this team, I learned 2 valuable skills: a system for team testing and note-taking. My team testing strategy was pretty simple. Whenever I played a game on Showdown, I would record the opposing team, which Pokemon they brought, which Pokemon I brought, the game result, and any notes, like good or bad luck or strategies I wasn't expecting. It was very helpful in tracking my team's performance over a series of games, instead of just figuring out how the team feels. I was able to swap out Buzzful for Rillaboom because I recorded my matches in this way, and was able to see the type of teams and leads that I was losing to most often. I also think it can help to remove any luck or surprise when trying to test a team, as it's a lot easier to see how many games you win or lose solely based on these things and remove them from your test data when you have it all recorded. As for note-taking, I found that it really helped to keep me focused on the battle, and just writing down moves and items on a piece of paper gave me a reference to formulate better game plans. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this on past teams I've made, please leave a like so that I know to make more of these. Special thanks to Little Root Lessons and the Collegiate VGC League, whose leagues I played in while using this team. Here's to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and a wonderful VGC 2023 season.